All right. Hello, class. How are you all doing? How is one of you doing today?
I'm doing great. Thank you, Professor. How are you?
I am doing terrible. Just kidding. I'm doing wonderful. All right. So we're going to do a quick review of what we did yesterday in class, and then I'm going to get ahead into what we're going to be doing today. So I'm just going to start by sharing screen with Photoshop, and then we'll get into some other stuff. All right, so do you know what the rule of thirds is?
Yeah, I kind of remember from, what we've learned and what we've talked about that. Oh,
No
sorry.
cell phones in.
I know I broke a rule. I'm so sorry. Um, but no, I remember that the rule of thirds is about dividing the composition up into thirds. Is that correct?
Yes. Its important compositional elements should be placed along the dominant lines or their intersections, which are usually these lines which are put into thirds, right? So you've done some work with rules of thirds from the last few classes. And what we're going to be doing now is we're going to be working on an art project where we will be making a digital painting, which is based on a song or artist who inspires you. And I used the rap group Blackalicious. And I used the song Like That. That was kind of what inspired me. And we'll be doing this in two steps, which is before we get into the digital painting, we'll be making a rough painting, or sorry, drawing using the rule of thirds, just making sure it gets into the composition lines the way that we want it to be, so that it'll look good. So that's kind of what's up. But before we get into that, I'd like to sort of show you guys a quick video, which kind of just shows like a very simple way of like, we're going to be doing some digital painting. And I just want to show you guys some very simple kind of digital painting and composition and rule of thirds stuff all put together in one. So
Great. This sounds like fun.
yeah, this is going to be the most fun thing you have ever done ever. So, all right. Can you see Pocoyo and Nina?
Yes, I can.
All right. So yeah, we're gonna just take a look at this a little bit. So this is like kids animation, and this is more, I would say, for like the visuals really than the content. But yeah, take a look at this. Do you see how right now we've got some very simple center framing here? We're gonna go with some rule of thirds stuff. I'm gonna flip forward a little bit. Boom. Do you see how there's a little bit of space that they leave open up there?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, yeah. And we have some very simple colors at play, right? Everything is center focused right now because that's where we want your eyes to look at. And the colors aren't complicated, but they tell us everything we need to know. We also got some nice basic shapes. Does that make sense? Do you understand?
Yeah, I do. I can see how the composition in this video is using the rule of thirds. Totally.
Cool. All right, so we looked at this for a little bit, and that's good. Let's skip this before we get into the end. So I'm just gonna repeat something one more time, and then we're gonna get into a demo video, which is that. So we're gonna be doing the same thing, like making just like a simple, like colored, digital piece that, in like a simple animation style that reflects whatever it is that we want to personally say. But before we get into the digital painting, we'll be making kind of like a little bit of a drawing that allows us to sort of like figure ideas out, figure out how we want it to be, how we want it to look like, all that kind of good stuff. And it's going to fit into the rule of thirds. So how do we do that? Well, we are going to watch a video now that shows how to make a demo that is a demo of making this rough drawing in the rule of thirds. Let's take a look. Second. All right. you see this?
Yes, I can.
Cool. So yeah, this is me just sitting down, working on this in Photoshop. I got my rule of thirds layer going. I'm actually listening to the song, and just kind of working within the space of the lines to kind of just let things take me where they will, um, and sort of just feeling it. So
Professor, were you using a tablet?
yes, I was.
Nice.
And because this is a digital art class, we will all be using tablets.
Awesome. I'm so excited.
Yeah, we can actually do a lot with Photoshop. So yeah, that's why I kind of wanted us to kind of take a little bit of some traditional art stuff and then mix some newer art stuff and just kind of put things together. So that's kind of what's up. Yeah, all right. I am going to end the lesson right now so we don't get over the time. Okay, and I think that should be just about everything. Okay, I'm going to end the lesson.
Great. Thank you.
No problem.